Hey everyone, this is Enrique Jang. I'm the writer of Crossing. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the new characters we are introducing in issue 2 of the comic. In the second issue, we make good on our paranormal's couples counseling premise by introducing you to a support group of ghosts and hosts who are struggling through some of the same issues that MC and Nina are coming up against. They've obviously been doing it just a little bit longer. Shin is the de facto leader of the group, sort of cheerleader, camp counselor, always prompting everyone else to work on their issues with one another, work on the relationships with one another, and often conveniently forgetting that he's got some of his own homework to do when it comes to figuring out how to help his ghosts cross over. Tess and Carter are limited in the things that they can touch and interact with in this ghostly world because Stan doesn't really seem to have any emotional connection to objects. He doesn't bond very easily. So as he's trying to bridge the gap, he really is looking to the group to teach him how best to connect. Next, we get to meet Aldo Genovese, who may have a thick mustache and jolly belly, but he's really just filled up with old man angst. He is very gruff, disapproving, really dislikes effeminate, annoying, nerdy kids like Sai, the ghost that he's connected to. And he and Sai really struggle to have the patience to just meet on any kind of common ground. On top of that, Aldo is working very hard to hide the fact that he's got a ghost tailing him, and it's only with the group that he can let loose and express this frustration. So even though he's going after Sai often for not talking and not working on their quote-unquote relationship, Aldo just makes it absolutely impossible. So the fact that these two polar opposites can't be free of each other, very much like MC and Nina, it's a completely untenable situation, but they really have to try to work together, and neither of them is really willing to give any ground as yet. And then we meet Charlie. Charlie is probably the only host in the group who seems to be having a really good time. Before he bonded to Vince, Charlie never had much excitement in his own life, and so having a cool kind of ghost like Vince around is this big, grand adventure. With Vince, Charlie has the upper hand in poker games, sometimes even at the track. And Vince has become a kind of spirit guide where Charlie finally has the confidence to live out some of his long-hidden fantasies. So while the rest of the group is trying to find ways to help their ghosts cross over the other side, both Charlie and Vince are just having a really great time. And one of the challenges that they're going to have to face is how are they going to break the bond to one another so that Vince can move on.